Welcome to Wobble Man, and I am Kim Pearl, and this is my dad, Jerry Willis, and he is the Wobble Man. So the last time that we were together, he was talking about thrusters, and this time he's got a new thing he wants to add to this concept of thrusters. But before we do, Dad, every time we meet, you wear the same shirt. Tell us about this shirt. What is the deal with your shirt?
Well, I'm really fond of this shirt because being a pilot for about 40 years, uh, it's six pack. This is known as a six pack in aviation.
Well, that
And
looks like a pretty nice six pack there.
well,
It shouldn't be
it's the
harmful to
instrument.
you.
Those are the instruments you use if you're flying instruments in the suit. You're on an
Right.
instrument flight plan. You use these instruments to keep the
For your
airplane
instrument
level,
rating.
going in the direction you want to go,
Cool.
going to the airspeed you want to go, that sort of thing.
That's a
And
pretty nifty shirt. Where'd you get that?
actually, it was a gift. Uh, Kathy's niece gave it to me
Oh,
on a birthday. So
that is awesome.
they're they're
Oh, Tara,
they're always they're always keeping up with me,
sweet.
sending me pilot things.
Cool. Well, Mr. Pilot, who loves thrusters, tell us about your whole thrusting idea. And in this next step, you're going to merge it with something. What you got?
Well, last presentation I talked about a mass thruster. The
Uh-huh.
mass thruster, I talked about it in terms of using electric or gasoline or diesel, some sort of power output from a conventional power source. Could be a turbine, who knows, just
Yeah.
anything to drive the drive shaft on the mass thruster. But
Yep.
the real long range goal is the self contained wobble blade system that doesn't require fuel from an outside source. The self contained wobble blade system would be combined with a mass thruster. So that
Okay.
now, if you have this, say, in an automobile, you don't have to stop for fuel. The diesel trucks uh, hauling freight, they go from point to point, they don't have to stop. The airplanes, you just fly from point to point. Don't worry about the fuel. You don't have to
Right.
worry about fuel because you've got a self-contained wobble system driver for your mass thruster.
There you go.
So you don't have propellers, you don't have the jet engine, you don't have the consumption of fossil fuels.
Uh-huh.
You could use this thruster for submarines, ships. It doesn't really matter the application. It would be designed specifically for the application.
Okay.
Just like engines are designed to drive, for instance, cargo ships. Those are not the same engines you use in a freight locomotive, or they're not the same engines you use in your automobile. They're all different,
Okay.
different
Yeah, for
sizes
sure.
of engines. So this wobble blade system tied to a mass thruster would enable things to take quite different shapes than we utilize today. For instance, let's say you wanted to go from point A to point B. You don't have to have a car anymore with this mass thruster. It can also thrust upwards, downwards, sideways. It can thrust in any direction. And it's driven by a self-contained wobble system motor. So you don't have to worry about fuel. You go out, you get in your vehicle. I'm going to call it a vehicle because it may not look like a car anymore. And it would lift up off the ground and then take you to wherever you want to go. And
Yes.
it's much akin to what they used to show as the Jetsons.
Yeah.
And you fly to your destination, and you're not really flying like using lift anymore from wings. You're actually using thrust in a vertical direction combined with a forward direction, so that you're able to go up, forward, and no doubt this system would have to be driven by. You'd probably have to link up to a network to keep from crashing into somebody else doing the same thing, because this is going to be a common mode of transportation in the
Wow.
future.
Yeah.
So you'll just plug in your destination and it'll take you there, tell you how far you are away from it, your
Uh-huh.
destination, that sort of thing. but you won't have to be worried about fuel anymore. You don't have to stop at the gas station. You don't have to stop to charge the battery up. You just start this unit up. Now, I'm not saying there won't be periodic maintenance on it, because it
Yeah.
is mechanical. The wobble system is mechanical, so these things will require periodic maintenance. But it'll be a whole different system for propulsion. And again, you can use the same system in ships, and you don't have to, burn fuel to drive the ship. So it won't eliminate the hydrocarbon industry, because so much of the world today uses plastics. Plastics are a byproduct of hydrocarbon,
Uh-huh.
plastics and other
Yeah.
materials along that line. So it's still not going to eliminate, nobody wants to eliminate that. I mean, these are lightweight materials, they're strong, they're very durable. So it's not that it's going to displace the petrochemical business, but it's going to not, we won't be burning our oil anymore for fuel
Cool.
or
Yeah.
heat. So it's going to be a different world, and that's the world I want to see come about.
That sounds fun to me.
Well,
Yeah, get up off the ground a little bit. Kind of reminds me of, some of the things they're doing with drones. But that's really with propeller systems, but you're saying replace that with thruster system.
yeah, you could still have drones, but they would have self-contained wobble systems driving thrusters. But
Wouldn't have to worry about their energy source dying out.
that's right. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It opens up a whole nother avenue too. Let's say you wanted to go to the orbiting space hotel that Hilton has in orbit.
Yes.
You
You're already making provisions for the floating Hilton.
you program that in. The guidance system for your vehicle already knows where you're at. You just tell it where you want to go,
Yeah.
and then let the machine deliver you there. The vehicle will deliver you there. You won't have to worry about fuel. It'll be fast. If you want to go to the Hilton Hotel in orbit, you make your reservations. You get in your vehicle and you go and
You just go there.
go to the hotel in orbit. Yeah. Going, I'm sure that you'd have to get permission, but if you wanted to go to the moon base, that's going to be on the moon soon.
Well, that's like going on vacation for an extended period.
You could get in your vehicle and go to the moon. Properly outfitted, you could probably even go to Mars or another planet. You just go to take a look, see,
go for a drive,
and then come back.
Yeah.
So that's the vision for the future with the thruster and the self-contained wobble system. So it's
that is exciting. You ready for some questions?
Sure.
All right. So here's a few questions I have for you. So would you rathers? Let's see. Would you rather have a pet skunk that sprayed you once a month or a pet porcupine that quilled you once a month?
I'd rather take a quill than the fragrance.
You just pull the quill out,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's over. It takes too long to get rid of the other stuff. Would you rather be reincarnated as a sea creature or an airborne creature?
Oh, I suppose airborne.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took you that long to come up with an answer for that.
Well, there are too many things that'll eat you in the ocean.
Yeah, I guess so. Would you rather have a daughter with Hulk powers or a son with Beyonce's talent?
The daughter.
Would you rather have 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife, or always have a knife but never be able to use spoons?
I'd like to spoon.
Would you?
Really? Yeah.
Have all the spoons. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, you could cut things with the side of the spoon.
That's right.
So I get that. But a knife, you can't really hold any liquid like you can with the spoon.
Or peas.
Yep. Let's see. Would you rather be trapped inside a video game or have that video game come to life in the real world?
Seems like the same in either case.
I know it does. I was like, I don't know if that's a very good one. Would you rather get trapped inside a video game or have that video game come to, because it would be real life if you got trapped in it
Right.
because you're real life.
Right.
Okay. So unless it's saying, unless it meant to say, if, would you rather be like, what do they call that? The droid or whatever inside of the game, or would you rather do it in real life? That's kind of hard to separate. Okay. Would you, let's see, let me get another one. One more. Would you rather sneeze chocolate or have your tears taste like cheese?
Taste like cheese, but still look like tears would be good.
There you go. Chocolate or cheese. Well, this has been good. This has been a good visit together and talking about thrusters and wobbles together in one contained system and dreaming of a life like the Jetsons as a reality. And I think that just sounds like a lot of fun and I want to go there. So if you would like to join us on this journey of conversation, you're welcome to go to the information portion of this YouTube channel and check out contact information. And you can reach out to the Wobble Man, send him an email and share thoughts and ideas. We're all about sharing thoughts and ideas together and dreaming together of a future with less poisons and less fossil fuels and creating a better scenario for our world that's healthy. Until next time, wobble on.